Are Khloe and Tristan finally broken up to begin with, to end with? We don't really know. And of course, Jordyn Woods sits down on the Red Table Talk. We are talking all that and more. This is it. Season 16 is coming to a close.
You're tuned in to AfterBuzz TV, the ESPN of TV talk. Now, let the buzz begin.
What is up, you guys? Hey. Welcome back to AfterBuzz TV. As I mentioned before, this is Season 16's finale. We are totally done with it. Whoa. It's over. And, I know. Oh my God.
Rachel. Too much soda before the show.
We did. I drank a Coca-Cola during the show.
Lord.
Is this what a Diet Coke does to a girl?
Yeah. Well, I love a little bit of caffeine.
Too much sugar. Too much sugar, girl.
Well, you guys, we are going to be, of course, reviewing this last episode of Season 16. We're talking about, obviously, Khloe and Tristan. When are we not talking about them?
Every week.
And then, of course, Jordyn Woods does the infamous Red Table Talk sit down with Jada Pinkett Smith. And Khloe was not happy about it.
No.
So we're going to be doing all of that. Then, of course, doing our news and gossip section titled Tea Time. And then ending with Graham Glam, where we vote on the best Instagram photo of the week from one of the girls. But first, I'm sitting next to, you guys have heard her and seen her today.
Hey. It's Rachel Robillard. Here I am. Yep, just doing the most and the least at the very same time.
We love it.
Rachel's back.
And, of course, we're joined by the beautiful Nakia.
Hi, guys. Happy Sunday.
Yay. And then, to her left, is the studious, gorgeous, amazing Howard the Third.
Yes.
Stop. Yes, everybody. It's Howard the Third. Nice to be seen. Nice to be heard.
Yes. And I am Dakota T. Jones.
Woo.
So,
yes. Beautiful.
Thank you.
Famous. Amazing.
Infamous.
Powerful.
Infamous. Heartbroken. Anyway, so let's get into this review, shall we?
Stand, y'all.
I want to ask you guys, what are your overall thoughts of the episode? Because it was kind of a big build-up. We all knew where this was going. Mm-hmm. What did you guys think?
We were waiting for this episode the entire season.
Yep.
Yeah.
This is the you liar! We were waiting for this moment, and now it's here, and I was like, yes, we finally got to see it. Of course, we all called it. It was going to be the finale. So it was exciting. I loved it. I thought it was very powerful with so much content and just things that we wanted to see. Howard and I were talking about this, how there was so much to talk about, and that this really left a lasting impression. On the other hand, Kiki over here was like,
I know. Kiki was
I was underwhelmed because I felt like, okay, here's the thing. I get it. I'm a producer. I work in TV. And I get why you would have to split it to make sure the ratings are good. I do feel like there was no need for episode 1 and episode 2 of the season finale because we didn't learn anything new. This is everything that we already knew would happen, and I felt like this all could have been one episode, but I see why they split it up so that we would be watching. But I was underwhelmed. It was nothing new. I didn't like it. It was okay. Not that I disliked it. It was okay. It was nothing new. I didn't see Jordyn. I didn't see Tristan's trash ass.
the Red Table Talk was the newest.
But we knew about the Red Table Talk because we were there when Jordyn sat down with Jada Pinkett Smith. We knew that. There was nothing new.
We didn't know how Khloe truly felt.
We
want to know why we did, because she tweeted about it. And she tweeted at Jordyn. The only thing that I did like was to see Kylie actually say what I've been saying for the past 10 episodes. I did not like the bullying part from these older women. So I did appreciate Kylie being the baby out the group to be like, guys, this is too much. That's the one thing I did like, but we didn't find out anything new. To me, that is my opinion.
I feel you guys.
Everything was the same.
A huge new thing. That is her opinion. A big new thing we did find out was that Kylie didn't know that the Jordyn Kylie lip kit went on sale. Right. That was very new information to me that she didn't know. But likewise, I don't believe that. I don't believe that.
When you have a business and when things go on sale, you know what's happening. I do believe. Here's the thing.
I don't know.
When Khloe tweeted what she tweeted, when Kylie, not her personally, but when her website put Jordyn's lip kit on sale, I do think that you are abreast to it and you know about it. And I think when they got the backlash from social media, they wanted to change it. And I do believe this wasn't filmed when it really happened. They filmed it after. I personally believe that she knew it happened, and now that they're filming it, she's like, I didn't know.
I think it was Kris Jenner. the whole time. I think Kylie didn't know it.
I don't think it was Chris either.
Chris was like, you know what?
I think it
Call
was
up Kylie Cosmetics.
Kylie's
Put it on
company.
sale.
Put it on sale.
I truly think she didn't know because, you know, when you're signing off paperwork, like she said, I'm signing off things because we did this before. I have so much stuff in my, you know, my stock. Some of it has to go on sale. Mm-hmm. So maybe she was like, I did this Jordyn launch months ago, months ago, put it on sale, and then it just, everything
But it was on
happened
sale for weeks until someone called it out.
Quote,
and
unquote.
that's why I don't believe it, because
she signed it weeks
they
ago.
dragged her for a week, and then a week later she was like, oh, my bad. When you are a businesswoman, and don't get me wrong, I love that Kylie stuck up for her friend. I love that she was though she's the youngest, I did appreciate her saying, guys, we're bigger than this is enough. But I feel like the Jordyn thing happened for a whole week, and then like a week later she's like, oh, my bad. You know what's going on. You work there.
Yes.
This is your business. This isn't like something you don't know about. Mm-hmm. You knew what was happening and you let it be dragged for a week, and then you stepped up and said,
oops.
And then you said, my bad. Right. So I don't believe it. But that's just me.
I don't know. I don't know exactly how I feel about that situation, but I did want to ask Howard, what did you think of Khloe's, she was obviously wanting to be mature. She's like, I don't really know how I feel, but I'm going to, you know, try to take the high road. And then she had this drunken rage.
I know. I mean, I was happy to see her drunk. I just love drunk
money.
Khloe. Exactly. But for her to release it and actually speak her thoughts is something I did like seeing, even though I had my own type of opinion about everything that was going down. I wanted to see from Khloe how she felt. I was happy she was like, you know, I'm that girl. I can't have these girls testing me and stuff like that, because when something like this does happen, you start to talk your own crap. You know what I mean? Who doesn't? You start to feel like you're bigger than. I mean, I don't like how Kimora put her 2 cents in there, was like, let these girls have it. She should have just known that by herself, but, you know, I was happy to see drunk Khloe.
Yeah, and Larsa stepped in too with commenting of the TMZ post.
Yeah,
There's a lot of
Larsa was
friends affiliated with the Kardashians that like to stir the pot.
Because they want their little 2 seconds to shine.
They're too old. They're old enough to be Jordyn and Kylie's mother. I just feel like these women, listen, someone commented in the comments, they were like, Nakia, we appreciate you, and I appreciate y'all. I love the Kardashians, but I'm here with receipts, and I'm going to speak the facts. Mm-hmm. These women are the same women who have been the Jordyn.
Right.
Though what Jordyn did wasn't right, but what I won't do is, I'm not going to drag a 21-year-old and be these 40-year-old women who did exactly what she did recently. Larsa, you're too damn old. You cheated on your husband with Future. Kimora Lee Simmons, you're too damn old. Malika, you would like, and I don't want to do that, and I don't want to be that person, because I don't want to come off as like the angry black woman, but I don't want to do this thing where it's like, woe is me. Because I can't do that. And y'all know I got to speak the facts. All those women on that show, besides Kylie too, but besides Kylie, have all dealt with someone else's boyfriend or husband.
That's
so
true.
what I won't do, and yes, it is messed up, let's acknowledge it, but I'm not going to let 40-year-old women drag this 21-year-old when y'all have been sleeping with people's husbands and boyfriends and stole people's boyfriends. That's just my opinion. Again, what she did wasn't right, but I don't like that 40-year-old women like Kimora and Larsa are getting involved.
I mean, because even Kim, she was like,
Come on.
yeah. Kim was like, I don't think
I ain't gonna do it on the last episode. Drag me if you want. I do not
You better
care.
sip your tea, Rachel, because I'm with your girl.
Everybody
I
take a
can't.
sip.
I can't do it. And even with Kim, and I will say, I remember when we first started the show, and I said I knew what the season finale was going to be. And I said, personally, I did not like the dragging of this 21-year-old by women who were damn near 40. And I didn't like the whole Kim, when they did that whole video, when her and Malika were in the car. And I'm happy that Kylie called them out on that and said, guys, we're above that. Let's not bully this girl in this situation. I can't get with that.
I know. I'm surprised that Kim really just like went for Larsa though, because you know Larsa was like speaking on it to TMZ, and Kim was like, "It's not okay to try to like get some shine off of what's happening."
It's not her business.
Right.
It's not the only person who should be speaking is Khloe Kardashian.
Exactly.
If we're gonna be real here, and I understand Khloe's pain. That's the only person who should be speaking. Not Larsa, not Malika, not Kim, not Kourtney, not Kylie, not Kendall. The only person who should be speaking is Khloe. And
Malika was definitely commenting on some like shade room stuff.
Yes.
Who?
Shade room stuff.
Khloe?
You know? Malika. No, I remember seeing her in some comments.
She was in some comments. She sure was. And it's like,
Malika, you were dating a married man. Like, stop.
Malika even messed around with French. Before Khloe messed... you know I love you, Malika, but you know there's tea there. She messed
That's none of my business.
French is friend
You know what I
Chinks.
mean?
That's why I don't. I just
But
feel
she
like
messed with French too.
I get it.
French and Chinks.
Have your friends back, but the only person who should be speaking is Khloe Kardashian.
Yeah.
And I do appreciate Kylie speaking up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, the last part of this episode that I definitely wanted to talk about before we move on to tea time was the fact that Jada Pinkett Smith did not she told Chris in a text, hey, I'm going to have Jordyn on Red Table Talk. Chris was like, please call me. She never called. Obviously, there's history there as a friendship with the Kardashians and the Smiths. But Nakia was saying that obviously Will and Jada are Jordyn's godparents, and they grew up together. Like,
right.
So, like you were saying, blood is thicker than water.
I mean, at the end of the day, Jada Pinkett Smith doesn't owe them anything, just like they don't owe Jordyn or anybody anything. And I think, to me, it was upsetting because I'm like, Jada doesn't owe you guys anything, just like you guys don't owe it. You guys are obviously sticking with each other, and we spoke about this last week where I do feel like, at the end of the day, Kylie and Jordyn have been friends for years, so I don't like the whole, like, outcasting thing where Jada and Will are Jordyn's godparents, have been her godparents since birth. Jordyn's father is dead, so Jada and Will took that part. Jada don't owe them anything. That's just my personal opinion. Jada looked at it like, my goddaughter's being bullied, I'm gonna have her back. If nobody else will, at least we can. So I can see where Jada's coming from, where it's like, look, we're friends in this industry, but I don't know y'all. I don't owe y'all anything.
Exactly.
I don't know if it's just me or if I'm bugging, but just like they came together for Khloe, and Khloe yelled at her mother for that, Jada Pinkett Smith doesn't owe anybody that.
And Khloe really went for her mom.
Yeah. I'm actually sorry to piggyback off of Jada. I'm glad that Jada did this interview because she just came out recently saying that she didn't want to even touch this. She said in a recent article with People magazine that she wasn't comfortable with the situation, and at first she wasn't going to do this Red Table Talk with Jordyn. So I'm glad that she did step up and actually go through with it. So
when one of your family members is going through it, though, you have to have their back no matter what.
But Jada thought it was too risky.
Even if you disagree with what happened, and you could tell that, Jada and Will, they're older. They're old enough to be her parents, but I do think they looked at it like, look, no one has her back. We'll at least have her back in this. Her father died, and we promised that we're her godparents. We got to do something. And if anyone knows the tea, the Kardashians and Jada, they all unfollowed each other on social media because I think Jada looked at it like, look, this is our baby niece. Y'all ain't got to have her back, but we will at least have her back.
And Jada was hard on her, though, too. She was saying, look, I think what happened messed up, and that, you're getting involved in someone's family, and the history there. You really messed yourself over. But she let her have a space to safely talk about it and to see, basically give Jordyn a spotlight to apologize, even though she didn't quite apologize.
She didn't, but I feel Scott too. And I'm happy that Scott said what he said in the background. Like, look, I'm not giving anybody an excuse for what they did, especially Jordyn. But I will look at it like this. This girl's a 21-year-old girl where they are damn near 40.
Yeah.
We've all done some fucked up when we were 21 years old. I'm blurping the curses out where I think it's easy, at least for me, I can look at that and be like, oh, she should have said something, but I'm in my 30s.
Yeah.
I can say that where a 21-year-old girl who's been sheltered her whole life has never experienced that before. So it's easy for them to say because they're 36, 37, 38, they're now almost 40. And Auntie Jada can tell her, baby girl, what you did wasn't right. And I'm happy that this will be a learning experience for her, and I hope that she learns from this. But again, her and Kylie are 21-year-olds. Kylie did what she did with the whole Tiger and Blac Chyna thing when she was 19, 20. I just think that they're young girls who need to learn from it. And if they do learn, great. If they don't, then we can speak on it. But I do think Auntie Jada and Uncle Will were like, we got your back. Nobody else will, but we got you. That's just my opinion.
And it was the most anticipated Red Table Talk.
Yeah,
I know. I was there ready for it to
We were all ready for
there.
it to go down. It got so many reviews and ratings. But one quote that I really loved that Jada said on the talk when she was talking to Jordyn was, take the pain of telling the truth than having to take the pain of telling a lie and then the pain of having to rehabilitate whatever that lie had created. I was like, yes, because that's where it comes down to. It's like Jordyn said yes to Red Table Talk, but never went to the source, which is Khloe, to apologize there. And so it's like, no, at first, like, oh no, nothing happened. But then as time goes on, actually we made out. Actually, my legs were on his legs. Actually, so it's like, do we really know what happened?
And I think I looked at it like, it's intimidating. Like, I know for me at 21, even doesn't matter what age I am, it's hard for me to sit in front of someone who I considered a friend and say, yeah, your boyfriend and me made out. Like, and I think, though it's not okay, but that's hard, and I think it's easier to sit in front of my family on Red Table Talk to talk my truth instead of giving the Kardashians the chance to use my name as an opportunity to make money off of it. You're damn right I'm not going on your show to say sorry. It's tough, and I wish she did, but I do understand. It's intimidating. And I'm happy that Scott said that to them, too. Like, you guys got to understand, she's probably intimidating to sit in front of Khloe and be like,
yes.
By the way,
I understand that she'd be intimidating, but for them to have such a close relationship, she could at least gone off camera. I mean, you know, it's bad, but Jordyn could at least gone off camera and said, I do apologize, or I am sorry, because it's like, it is pretty messed up.
According to Jordyn's story, she claims she did. And that's why I like what she said to Access Hollywood. Access Hollywood, she said everyone speaks their truth. On Red Table Talk, she said after the fact, she said Kylie knew she was going to Red Table Talk, and this is what I didn't like. I just hate the whole let's stop pretending. Kylie knew she was going to Red Table Talk.
Yes.
And I get it. Her and Khloe are not friends. Her and Kylie are friends. It's a big difference when you're friends with someone and this is your sister. And she went to Red Table Talk and she said, I didn't say exactly what I needed to say, and I didn't say the truth at first, but I did apologize after the fact. I just think it was a very tough situation, but I do hate the whole let's hold Tristan up to a standard and drag Jordyn.
That.
No.
That's what I wasn't here for.
Yeah.
No, we all knew Tristan is trash. This isn't new information. This is not new.
How
Tristan's
does he live with himself? I really don't understand how
he don't care.
He don't care.
Yeah.
He's 27, living his best life. He's a basketball player. He's done it before.
And he posted on Khloe's birthday a couple of days ago about Khloe being so amazing and whatnot, and it's like,
because, you know, he's gotten away with it a lot. He just doesn't care. But I do feel like, you know, this was a relationship that could have been mended. And it's sad that it happened. It's unfortunate that it happened with Jordyn. And because she is Kylie's friend, she's not Khloe's friend. So I do think it's a little bit different.
But she's still a family friend.
She's a family friend, but I do think...
Even though you're close with my sister, you've still been around me. I've still confided in you. You still should at least say, hey, girl,
absolutely right,
what's going, you know, this is what... Don't tell me the full story, but just say, you know, my bad.
Jordyn barely speaks on the show. She's scary. Yeah. So I do understand why it is scary to go to someone who's like Khloe, who's very intimidating to someone like her, where her and Kylie, it's different, where it's tough. And I think it was easier for her to sit down with her family on Red Table Talk. And as she said on the show, she's like, Kylie knows I'm here. They know I'm here. I said what I said before I got here. I do think it's a little bit tough. But again, you know, I'm not making excuses for anybody. It was effed up that it happened. But I can't take the road and go with 40-year-old women and bully a 21-year-old. That's just my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
You guys, this whole family is just surrounded by controversy no matter what happens.
Okay.
And
no matter what.
That may be the end of the review, but we are going right into tea time for some more controversy.
Yes.
Let's do it. So, Kim, God love her. She trademarks the term kimono, K-I-M-O-N-O. It's her newest venture, but will there be backlash? Of course. It says it's for all shapes and sizes. It's like a body... What is it? Like a
shapewear?
Body shapewear.
Like spandex.
Yeah. She did respond to the backlash by saying, I understand and have deep respect for the significance of the kimono in Japanese culture and have no plans to design or release any garments that would be in any way to resemble or dishonor the traditional garment. I made the decision to name my company Kimono, not to dissociate the word from its Japanese roots, but as a nod to the beauty and detail that goes into a garment. Filing a trademark is a source identifier that will allow me to use the word for my shapewear and intimates line, but does not preclude or restrict anyone in this instance from making kimonos or using the word kimono in reference to the traditional garment. My solution wear brand is built with inclusivity and diversity at its core, and I'm incredibly proud of what's to come. Now, there's more to that, though. Mm-hmm. The mayor of Kyoto asks Kim to reconsider using and trademarking kimono and says that he does not think that she should monopolize off of someone else's culture.
I agree, but I'll be dragged again. So here's the thing. I learned last year. So I learned kimono when she actually first did it was a lingerie pajama type line where she was actually doing robes and she was doing lingerie. Kim Kardashian's very smart and she knows what she's doing. She's appropriated a few cultures and she knows that. And I think it is smart to do it where people are talking about your brand and your line. I do feel like at this age, at almost 40, you're so successful, you don't need the tricks and you don't need need to do stuff like this to get the traction. I do feel like you're doing shapewear, you're not doing lingerie anymore, so you can change the name.
Yeah,
that's just my. It doesn't have to be kimono, and I think it's dope that her sizes go from extra small to 4X, which I think is amazing.
Absolutely.
But I do think you should change the name because it is disrespectful and it's inappropriate.
Yeah.
You're not doing pajamas anymore, and if you were, you know what kimono means, but I also do think that she's not stupid and she knew the traction she was going to get.
Nakia, you shady birds tonight.
But here's the thing, it's not shade, it's facts, and that's one thing I will say, like, y'all know me, like, I've been a Kardashian fan since day one, but what I won't do, I'll speak the facts, and as a black woman in a culture that she's appropriated with the black culture, I cannot sit here and be like, yes, it's okay, because it's not. And for the Asian and Japanese culture, it's inappropriate, and she knows that. But she knows that she's going to get the hashtag and people are going to go to it, because of this story, I went to go look at the shapewear. So people are going to do it, but I do think you're so successful like a Beyonce where you can put out anything, you don't need the drama. Change the name.
But that's what they built everything on.
Exactly.
So
she should change the name. Kim Shapewear is great. The name. Kim Shapewear.
We're gonna buy it regardless. Change the name. This is a century-old tradition by Japanese and Asian people. It's inappropriate. Change the name, and then you're trademarking it so Japanese people can't use it, and that's what I find inappropriate. Yeah. It's different if you named it kimono, but you went and you trademarked it so no one else can use it. Girl, change the name. Call it Kim Shapewear. It's cute. It's cute. I'm gonna buy one.
Yeah. Exactly.
Are you still gonna buy one?
If she changes it.
If she changes the name.
Nikia's like, I don't think it's right, but I already put 3 in my cart and I'm waiting for the release date.
I need new swings. I do need new swings. But I am happy that it does go to 4X. I'm happy about that. But I just want her to understand she doesn't need to do that anymore. She's Kim Kardashian. The Kardashians and Jenners can literally do anything they want and we will all buy it.
Right.
You don't need the drama.
I know.
You don't need it.
No drama.
That's just me, though.
Well, speaking of drama.
No, ma'am.
Speaking of drama, we're going back to the Met Gala. So Kylie Jenner was at the Met Gala, and so was Kim and Kendall. And A-Rod, Jennifer Lopez's fiance, J-Lo and A-Rod, A-Rod claims that Kylie talked to Kylie at the Met Gala, and she was only talking about how rich she is.
Oh.
Meanwhile, Kylie tweeted out and responded, no, I didn't. We only talked about Game of Thrones. So who's telling the truth here? I mean, I can see Kylie flexing, but at the same time, why would she do that in front of also people who are just as
rich?
Well,
close. Yeah.
I don't know.
My take on this is that A-Rod was being interviewed by someone. How was the Met Gala? Oh, it was great. It was overwhelming. There was a lot of, a lot of successful people there. I sat at this table. I mean, I was next to Kylie Jenner, and I mean, she's a billionaire. So all she was talking about was how much money she was making, and I sat next to this person, like as a joke or like being kind of funny. But of course, that headline and that quote is taken. Kylie Jenner only talked about how rich she was.
Because then he came out and he tweeted after that and was like, no, that's not really what happened. I was saying X, Y, and Z. So you're absolutely right. Yeah. I can see her flexing, but I can't see her talking about like how rich she is. Like she doesn't give me. That's not her personality. Like I will say the Jenner kids are pretty awesome and I don't see them, but then again, we don't know them, but I don't see her like, I'm so rich.
Right.
Yeah. But I do think he probably was joking and they took the headline and made it something that it wasn't.
Yeah.
Get it together. Speaking about getting it together, Jordyn Woods, we've been speaking about Jordyn Woods for the past 30 minutes.
Get her name out my mouth.
Baby. She's been on everybody's tongues and mouths, but last week...
And Tristan's.
Listen.
Yes.
And I think he's happy about that. Last week was part 1 of the season finale, and in part 1, Kim made a statement where she said, we fed Jordyn and we fed her family, but it looks like Access Hollywood caught up with Jordyn Woods, and she responded to that. She said that she's hustled and started modeling at the age of 18. She refers to her getting her career given to her, because Kim basically said that we gave her a career, we made her. She said that she's sorry and apologetic as she can be. She declined to answer on the status of a relationship with the family by saying, I don't think it really matters at this moment right now. But she did say, I've been hustling, I've been modeling since I've been 18. They don't feed me, I feed myself. So,
but the way that she said the quote of like, I'm as sorry and apologetic as I can be. The interviewer was like, they said you didn't apologize, and she's like, you know what? I have been as sorry and apologetic as I can be.
Yeah.
Like the way she said it was like, not really okay.
Are we really going there in this interview? It obviously was not meant to be talked about. I think
the producers probably told them not to ask her that.
Yes.
And I think because a lot of people, like Kevin Hart even went through this situation where he had the whole thing with the Oscars and he had to keep apologizing. And I do keep saying, how much time do you have to keep apologizing?
Right.
Because one fan may get it, but the next may not. And I don't think they were supposed to ask her that, and they did anyway. Yeah. And she's like, look, everyone has their truth, and they have every right to say what they say, but I have every right to do what I do, and I'm out here hustling. So she answered that.
And speaking of Jordyn, her mom actually on Instagram put a story out that her son was in a car accident today.
Aww.
And she says, God is so good that he's okay. Why do we all focus on the BS that doesn't matter? Don't take life for granted. Always answer to God. So, yeah, in the grand scheme of things, this is all crazy drama, but they're humans too, just like Khloe is. And so she just went through a very hard time with that, and I hope she's able to overcome it. And that, the picture of the car crash was very intense. So I'm glad Jordyn's
they're all going through it, and it sucks to. It sucks, but then on one end I'm like, oh, you guys signed up for this, but it does suck because you are going through a real life thing. So to do this in front of the world and to tweet and people say nasty things on Instagram and in all their comments and in Khloe's comments and in Jordyn's and her family, it sucks. Tristan, I don't feel bad for him, but for everybody else, I'm like, it's a lot.
It's tough. Well, on a lighter note, Khloe just celebrated her 35th birthday. She had a party, of course, and people thought they heard Kylie say at the birthday party that she was pregnant in the background video. Kylie did come out and say she didn't say that, even though it sounded like that. She's currently not expecting, but it looked like a good birthday party, you know?
Maybe she was just excited.
Mechanical bull and everything.
What was with the photos, though, of, like, the weights? Like,
so Khloe had a fake gym on the outside, like an all-pink fake gym.
Okay.
And it also doubled as a photo shoot.
Okay.
Which
so
is
people
cute,
could take
because you know she does revenge body. She's into her body.
Like perfect.
So I thought that was cute. And I think Kylie threw her the birthday, which was pretty dope. And she set it up, which was adorable. But it did sound like she said she was pregnant. But that could be, I say that a lot. Like, if I see somebody hot, I'm like, oh, I'm pregnant.
Exactly. And she was around a lot lot of food, so it was like, oh, I'm pregnant. Like I'm about to eat a lot, you know?
The food excited.
I say that.
Right. We're like, we're pregnant. But it did look like a good part. Did you guys notice that Sophia Richie was there?
Yes. Dancing close to Khloe.
It's right. That couple's very interesting. Yeah. That threesome between Kourtney, Sophia, and
very weird.
And we saw Sophia at the very end of tonight's episode.
Right.
Like the little flashbacks. I was like, whoa, wait. That's Sophia walking with the kids.
Listen. My advice to a Sophia or a Jordyn or whoever is a third party who they're mentioning, you guys better start selling something. Because if I'm being mentioned on one of the biggest shows ever...
Make your money.
Right? Do something.
You should have been made it.
I hope that, like, I'm a little worried that, you know, like... We thought we could trust Jordyn. Obviously, we couldn't. So then now Sophia's on the show. I just hope that Sophia doesn't do anything stupid.
But Sophia has a boyfriend. Her boyfriend's Scott.
I know.
You know, like, it's different where Jordyn was single. You know, Jordyn crossed that line. But Sophia has a whole man. I do think it's a little weird to bring Scott and his new 19-year-old girlfriend in the picture, but I don't see her doing anything that you can't trust because Scott's her man.
Exactly. And don't bring her on the Kardashians. Save that for Scott's own show.
Right.
You know, flip it like Disick. I would rather see Sophia on his show than on the Kardashians.
I mean, I'm here for it to be on the Kardashians.
Same.
I need all the tea.
She looked amazing. And then when she was at the party, she looked amazing. Because you guys got to remember, like, these people all grew up together. The Jordans, the Kylies, the Nicole Richies, the Paris Hiltons.
Right.
They all went to school together and they all know each other.
Exactly.
So it's not weird to see Sophia there.
Right.
But it's weird now because she is with Scott.
Yep.
And we learned about the Costa Rica trip where she wasn't invited. So it is interesting to see her kind of like be in the background. And even for Scott's birthday, Sophia posted the picture of Scott, her, and Kourtney. I'm like, okay, it's a little weird.
But okay.
I'm here for it.
A little weird. Well, you guys, this will be our last Gram Glam of the season. Boom, boom, boom. That's literally me whenever I'm leaving the Taco Bell drive-thru. They're like, they know who I am there because I'm always there. Those nacho fries, I'm getting them after this.
Good.
But first photo we have is of Miss Kim.
Ooh.
Hot ma of
Look at the abs.
4.
Go ahead, girl.
She looks great with those abs.
Send the doctors. I'm serious. I want the names.
You want their names?
I want the
I'm not gonna
names.
lie, I do want the names.
I want the names.
She's like, give me
And
the
if they
names,
have
give me the
payment
phone
plans.
number. Yeah, exactly.
Do they have payment plans? She looks amazing, though.
That's it.
And then next is our girl Kourtney, of course, sprawled out in the middle of a beach.
Go ahead,
I
girl.
bet Scott took that photo.
Probably.
Or Sophia.
Oh my god.
Can you imagine? Hey, Sophia, can you take this picture of me, please?
You're working it, girl. Working it.
She looks amazing.
You're doing amazing,
does look
sweetie.
good.
The next photo is with Khloe. I love this. I believe that this was the outfit she wore for her 35th birthday party, if I'm not mistaken.
She looks good.
She does look
Yeah,
good.
she looks
Love the
incredible.
blue.
I like the blue.
Of course, we have Kendall as well.
Oh.
She was at a disco-themed party. This is one of her only posts that's not sponsored.
Yeah,
Everything's an ad, Kendall.
Everything is an
Yeah.
ad with her. I mean, I don't blame her. I would get that coin.
I know.
And the last photo is of Kylie with Stormy. This photo gives me so much life just because it's like they're matching for one. Two,
Yes.
she's like bending down to be with her daughter, but also like make it fashion.
Exactly.
Pop that booty.
She
Pop that
popping it.
thing.
She said, I'm a hot mom. I'm not a regular mom.
I'm a cool mom.
I'm a cool mom.
Cool mom. Ooh,
All right, you
this is hard.
guys, the last
Stormy.
Glam Glam of the season. Who are we going to pick? Drum roll, please. 3, 2, 1.
Okay. I see.
So I chose Kylie because I think the photo with Stormy is just too cute and just like, I just love how she made it fashion.
I love it. Kendall was my weekend mood. Literally.
Okay, yes.
So I just can so relate. You go, girl. And I love how exactly it wasn't a sponsored ad.
Yeah.
She posted that on her own and she wanted to show off how cute she looked.
She looked great.
Yes.
I picked Kendall because she looks really hot. It was
Yes.
dope. I just love because Kendall is never in the drama, and she looked amazing. It was like a really cute disco party. So Kendall looked hot,
Yes.
and I don't think I've ever picked Kendall ever.
Same. I don't know when the last time I picked Kendall.
Yeah, it's been a while.
She looks great.
I picked Kourtney because I just love the photo. It's just so cute. You know, the whole
Yeah.
scenery of her vacationing, one of her mini vacations. You know, she vacations every 2 weeks. So
Right.
I loved it.
Howard, I will tell you that if you want to go to the beach, I will take the photos for you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Can you do like what Kourtney's picture looks like? Because I need that.
I'm doing
Whoever
it.
took that photo.
Yeah.
I can do it and do it
That's
better.
amazing.
I love that. Well, since this is the season finale, I did want to say I'd like to get you guys' feedback. At AfterBuzz, we're starting to do this thing called the top 3. So I want to know, one from each of you, what is your favorite moment from this season?
Wow. Okay.
Ooh, well, I guess mine is just the season finales. I
Yeah.
mean, the 2-part
Yeah,
season
it's really
finale
good.
would have to be the favorite. Just trying to see what's going on with the family, trying to see, what's the next step. I know that Jordyn is still communicating with Kylie, so I want to see if somehow she's back in there. But yeah, just the season finale, 2-part.
My favorite moment would have to be the trip that Scott went on with the whole family.
Yeah.
To Bali, I think.
love that. I love seeing Scott. I love this new Scott, and I can't wait to see flip it like disket.
Biscuit.
But I love. But I do love the trip because I thought it was cute to see Kim and Kourtney get their readings done by all these different people.
Oh my gosh.
I think that trip was my favorite because it was weird because they were arguing at the top of the day, but it turned out to be a really good trip. So that's my favorite.
I think I'm with you on that one because
Yeah.
whenever the healers were burping,
that was amazing.
sucking things out of her knee.
I love Kim Kardashian because she's like, wait, what?
She really tried to
I
put on
love
a
her
straight
reaction.
face.
So
Yes.
that was my favorite, the Bali trip.
I love, obviously, the Tristan Jordyn drama. We've been waiting for that all season. Very high up there. But I really enjoyed seeing Kylie on this season because she hasn't been featured much the past couple seasons because of the pregnancy and because Life of Kylie, she wanted to do her own thing for a bit. So it was really nice to just see her and have her part of the show.
I'm a fan. I am.
I love Kylie.
I love hearing her talk because the Jenner kids are different from the Kardashian girls. I will say Caitlyn Jenner was really a big part of their her daughter's lives
Her
and
upbringing, for
that's
sure.
why they're so different. And I love seeing their business mode, and I love seeing Kylie come and do her thing at only 21. And I just to jump on. I love seeing her at the end of this calling her older sisters and being like, "Fam, let's not do that. We're better than this." So I love Kylie. I'm a fan.
And it's already on the Shade Room. I saw that people are
Shade Room, they're
good for
super
Kylie
fast.
for...
I love Kylie and Kendall. The Jenner girls are everything.
They're the best.
Aw.
What about you?
guys-
What's your
Mine
fave?
was the burping and the
Oh, the
sucking on
burp,
the knee,
okay.
and that whole thing was just.
That's amazing.
It was just so
Love.
good.
And we got good pictures from the Bali trip too.
We
They
did.
took a lot
Yeah.
of cute
We did.
selfies and a lot of self-awareness and a lot of burping.
Or you know, I feel like early season 16, didn't we get like whenever Kim was trying to get all those paparazzi looks at in where was it like
They were in, was it China or
China or
Japan?
Japan.
Yeah, but was that last season?
It could have been last season, but it could have been
I
like
don't
right
know.
at the end.
It was so
when
good.
her and she called her sister's outfits ugly,
and she's like, wait,
Kourtney's
go ahead real quick, I need to
"You're
get a solo
ugly."
shot.
Oh yes. Oh yeah. It
I
was
love
because Khloe
Kim.
was still pregnant.
And what
I
about,
think we got
was
a new baby
Yeah.
this season.
and MJ moved from San Diego to Calabasas.
And Chris stayed back, and Scott.
Yes.
I love seeing Scott. Anything that Scott does, I'm happy about.
I'm just happy that he's stable. I never thought
Yeah.
we'd see that.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Can you
He
imagine?
seems like he's such a great dad, and like if you would have told me this like a couple seasons ago, I would not have believed
Can
it.
you imagine 16
Absolutely.
seasons? Scott is like
The evolution.
level-headed.
A dad, yeah.
Jordan's like doing her thing on this side. Kim has a fourth baby. MJ is here.
crazy.
Like everyone is just so different and living their life. Kylie's a mom because you remember like Kylie was the age that Mason is now from season
Wow.
1. So she's a
Yeah.
mom and she's a businesswoman. So here we are,
Yeah.
16 seasons later, and they're all just doing their own thing.
Are we getting Scott's shirt? You know, he did a special line for Khloe's birthday.
That's right.
The I'm in love with the Coco shirt and sweater.
Talentless. Talentless is the brand.
It's cute, but
very
it's expensive.
It looks cute
I know.
though.
How much was it? It
The
was like half
sweater
off,
was
too.
$140.
Good night.
The shirts are $50 plus shipping, so
Oh,
that's
no.
probably like $55,
Scott,
$60. Yeah.
You're too rich. Stop.
It
And
looks
it's only
more.
limited edition.
Yeah, and it looks like the handwriting is kind of like Life of Pablo.
Yes.
Too. So it's just like they're all, that baggy look is just.
That's
I
how
like
I dress
that,
every
but-
day. I'm
Yeah.
good. I'm good, fam.
You're like you can get that.
You don't
stuff
need
at
that for
Goodwill.
$200. Like you can
Homeless
do
chic.
that. Yeah.
I do
Exactly.
it every day. It's okay. But we support. We support.
We do support.
We just won't buy.
We'll just leave it in the cart.
Yeah, leave it in the cart. We'll look at it, add it to the wish
Exactly.
list, and then we'll think about it, and we won't.
Right. We'll give you
But-
views on your website. That's it.
Because we'd be looking. We're
Yes.
just like, what
Also,
do you have?
I do like Chris's new weird shaggy haircut. Am I the only one who liked her?
You're the
like
only
that?
one, girl. You the only one.
Am I the only one who liked her new haircut?
Yes, you
No,
are.
I don't like it.
It's a little off-putting, but it's cute. in a way.
How is that? A
Because
thing?
you know what it is? Because listen, this is 16 seasons, and I do feel like Chris has looked the same for 16. So to see her with a different
It's a signature
haircut,
look.
it is different. Oh, no, I'm just about myself, guys.
It's like I
Yeah.
want my mullet back. Billy Ray Cyrus.
Mama Chris, I loved it. I appreciate it.
Oh no! Disconnect Nakia's mic.
Yes, I have another favorite from this season, and it's with Kris Jenner. It's "Thank You Next." Ariana Grande's music
yes.
video. Yes,
She
that
looks
was a
good.
highlight.
Yeah.
Huge highlight.
I love Kris Jenner, and I think like Chris, tries to be a good mom. Even in this whole Jordyn situation,
Yeah.
she has relationships, she has friendships, and I think she's just trying her best.
She's
You're doing
trying.
great, sweetie, to be a good mom, and she has like 6 kids, and she's just
a lot.
trying.
Yeah.
It's a lot,
And a lot of grandkids.
a lot of grandbabies going on. So, I also like the Christmas party. I did too.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, the Christmas
Yeah.
cake was cute.
I liked,
great.
not that I liked it, but to see her emotional, Chris to kind of hand it off to Kim, and to see this whole Dr. Seuss thing, I thought that was really
Yeah.
cute. I liked it.
We got to see Sunday service too. Kanye.
true.
In addition to Kylie being featured so much, Kanye was featured so much.
This was
He
almost
was.
the Kanye show.
This was almost the Kanye show.
Remember, he never wanted to be on the show.
He didn't want to. The kids, he didn't want North on there.
Yeah.
He's like nothing.
He never
Kanye
wanted the
need-
house
he
to
needs that
be
check.
photographed
Yeah.
like nothing.
That was
Kanye
the
needs that
everything.
check.
North had her own episode with
Yeah.
the camping trip.
Yes, she did.
Wow.
I love the camping trip
the
too.
camping trip. This is good. I'm like, what was on this season?
I love how
like
we're
it.
reliving
Yeah.
it all. We're
Yeah.
reliving it all.
I do like the camping trip because I like when Kim calls Larsa out, and I like this episode when she calls her out too. Because
Yeah.
Larsa needs to get off this show. I'm
Poor
sorry.
Larsa, the
Not
kids
poor
coming for
Larsa.
you, girl.
Larsa,
Larsa,
the door.
bye.
I can't tell whether or not
Bye.
Kiki likes Larsa.
I don't.
Can't tell.
If I didn't make that clear, I don't.
And Nakia is
my business.
You can find me at Kiki Boom. I don't because she's not needed, and
And Malika too, huh?
Malika's different.
Malika's different.
I don't dislike
I know.
Malika.
Don't come for Malika because that's my girl.
I I don't dislike Malika, but I disliked what she did because I can pull receipts, baby, and I don't want to do that to Malika. And I actually like Malika. Larsa, I don't see the need for her to be there. Larsa don't need to be there. She's 50 and she has her thing with her husband. She's the friend that we don't need, and I'm happy that Kim dropped her. The Kim trip.
I could do without Larsa. I agree, but you know Malika.
I like Malika.
She has her moments, but I like her overall.
Yeah,
I do like Malika. I love all their friends, and I love Malika and Khadijah. They're two of my favorites, especially Khadijah. Khadijah's one of my favorites because Khadijah's married. She does her own thing. Larsa, I do not. I don't know if I not made that clear.
Well, if you take one thing away from our review, it's that Nakia does not like Larsa.
Bye.
Deal.
You can find me on all social media at Kiki Boom Boom.
Thank you for that. Seriously, find her there. She has the best Instagram stories.
Oh,
really does.
So make sure to find her there at Kiki Boom Boom. And Howard, where can everyone find you?
Yes, you can find me on all social media accounts at Howard III. Of course, my website, howardthird.com. And then I also hang out with Kiki over here. We get a little bit more shadier. We go into a little bit more detail on our own show called Back to Reality on our sister network station, Black Hollywood Live, on Sundays at 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So hang out with us there.
Yes.
And if you want to keep up with Rachel.
Yes, I'm Rachel Robillard, and y'all can find me on Instagram at Rach_Robillard.
She has the best time during the weekends. I literally stay
lives
home.
her best life.
She lives her best life.
I live
on
for the weekends.
So
Best life.
check that out. You guys can find me on Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube at Mr. Dakota T. Jones. And of course, I do the Good Trouble after show for Freeform on AfterBuzz TV on Tuesdays. I think it is at 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. We love you guys. Thank you so much. This has been our best views that we've had in a long time. So thank you for that. And until next season.
We'll be back next season.
Season 17.
Bye.
Our founder, Kevin Undergaro, and me, Maria Menounos, would like to thank you for tuning in to AfterBuzz TV. Remember, we're not just the first, we're the biggest in the world, and we're the only destination for all your favorite TV shows. Whatever you crave, we've got it. So go to AfterBuzzTV.com and check out our lineup. Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.